All Claremont Little Leaguers, Spring 2019 players, come out on the field. Line up with your teams. Yeah, let's try to go from left field, T-ball, farm, JV, minors, majors, and any of our juniors players are here. Coaches, please help us organize. Start with T-ball closest to the foul line right here on left field, all the way to juniors in the right. If we got any challenger players as well. So we should have minors and majors to this side of second base. Yeah. JV, Ed, you guys are perfect right there. Then farm, JV. We got T-ballers here. Let's have no one on field 2. Let's everyone get off of field 2. Any juniors players, you guys can go out there as well. Yeah. Juniors, why don't you guys go out there? Get all the juniors going. What? Carson, Maddie, all of you, get off there. Oh, I thought. Cohen, here they come. Come on, juniors, there's a nice spot in the shade for you guys out here. Come on. I was cool in 8th grade too, come on. They coming? Come on, Carson, Jacob, Ryan, Zacharias, Dunphy, let's go. Nick Legatol. Yeah, there's the juniors players. Yeah, let's round of applause. Did any player leave this glove on field 2 when you were just messing around? It's a right-hander's glove, mitt. Looks like a pretty small hand. Is it yours? Is this yours, Carson? Yeah, I don't think so. Is this yours? Testing, testing. All right, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to 2019 Closing Ceremonies for Claremont Little League. And our 60th anniversary at that. So it's been a great season, long season. Definitely had some challenges with the rain this year, from assessments to opening day, through the season. It even impacted our playoffs last week, but we got through it. We had a great season, and just want to thank you all. One thing I just want to do real quick, I want to keep this going, is have a quick moment of silence dedicated to Bob Mitchell, who we lost last year. Field 1 dugout, always dedicated to him, so just a real quick moment of silence for Bob Mitchell. All right, thank you. Okay, so just a few housekeeping items. Our annual meeting, members meeting, will be June 18th at the Hughes Center. I believe it's 7 p.m. So if you're a voting member of the Little League community, you should be getting some information or gotten that information already. Fall ball signups are going on. We had a real strong program last year. We were able to keep most of it in-house, meaning Claremont versus Claremont, maybe just a little interleague. So information's out there on the website about that. And just continuing to let everyone know, this is a volunteer organization. We have a great board, great coaches, great field reps, but there's ways you can pitch in that you don't have to give as much time as that, maybe just a little time here and there. So if you're interested in maybe slowly getting involved, contact Jenny Ballesteros and she'll help you out. Right now, just want to recognize a few things. Tomorrow's our Juniors Championship at 12 noon at Griffith Park. We have our Angels versus Dodgers. Come on out, we're gonna have the Kona Ice Truck. Kids, tell your parents you want a Kona Ice between 11 to 3 tomorrow at Griffith Park. Proceeds will go to the league. Left field, right field out there, brings your umbrella, chairs, it's real chill out there, good environment. Watch the boys smack some home runs over a 265-foot fence. But should be one good game, maybe two good games up there. I want to thank our Challenger program once again. Brad Haas for bringing it to Claremont. Is that our third year in a row? Or second? Third. Our goal still is to get all the kids involved, to be a buddy. I think we got more and more this year. We'll keep the program going next year, and if you want to get more involved with that, please let us know as well. I want to give a special thanks to our yearbook and team parent coordinator, Julia Previch. We still have yearbooks on sale. 2 left. Okay, you need to find Monse if you haven't picked yours up. Okay. And Julia, can you come out real quick? So some of you know this is my last year on the board as president. During my time, I've had one person who's definitely been with me the whole way. She's on the board. She's done this role for many years. We couldn't do it without her. And my understanding is you're going to take a little back seat next year, maybe? Yeah, she's going to be the coordinator. So I just want to give a special thanks for the team parents, the yearbooks, and all that behind the scenes stuff Julia does for all of us. Yeah. So thank you, Julia. All right. And then I want to thank our neighbors, especially on Green Street, for working with us with our lights and sound and everything. So let's give a round of applause for our neighbors. Yeah. And then Jeanette Perez, snack bar manager, can you come out here real quick? Hustle, Jeanette, hustle. You know? So I've known Jeanette a long time as a fellow parent in Little League. She's a Little League parent, been here for many years, and then run our snack bar last few years, but I think it's time you're done, right? Yeah. So thank you for all you've done. You've done a good job. It's a paid position, but it's a lot of work, and we just all want to thank you from Little League. So thank you. Good job, boys. That's beautiful. This time I want to bring up someone special that we've formed a partnership. Jeff Williams from Claremont High School Baseball. No. This year we were able to do, Claremont High got a new coaching staff, head coach Charlie Reynosa and Jeff Williams, assistant coach. We worked with Jeff a lot. We did a clinic preseason. It went off without a hitch with the varsity team. And then we did a special juniors clinic where they ran the varsity team through drills. We got a good partnership to come, and I just wanted to hand it over to Jeff. He's also a Claremont Little League alumni himself.
Thank you, I appreciate it. It's an honor to be here with all you guys. Brings back some great memories. A lot of great games here during my Little League times where we battled and competed between the lines, between my head coach, Coach Reynosa, who I'm speaking on behalf for today. But we go back, way back, and the history of this Little League is great. And we just want to keep the partnership going. And a lot of good memories on these fields today. But just a little bit of background on how we got the job here. Coach Reynosa and I, we started here in Little League, battled and competed here on the field. We went through all the levels of the Little League here, and we went all the way up to the high school years and played at Claremont High School, graduated there. So when the opportunity came to take the job, I kept bugging Coach Reynosa, hey, the job's open. There was 22 coaches in 30 years at Claremont, so obviously there's a lot of opportunities for him to take that job. So when he did, I said, let's try to turn this program around, and let's do it with the partnership with the Little League here and all the coaches here. We start from the lower levels, and that's where it all begins. So on behalf of Claremont High School Wolfpack, let's keep the partnership going, and let's go. And good luck on the All-Star tournaments coming ahead.
Thanks, Jeff. Appreciate it. Go Wolfpack. All right, now we're going to get to some awards. All right, so first off, we're going to do our home run derby. We had a great contest today. It's a long tradition here, part of our 60th anniversary. I think it's our 10th year. Name of the winner will go up on the board. Sorry. It's our 10th year, the home run derby. And yeah, we had a great competition. I showed up for it. They were hitting some bombs. Kids were grabbing the non-bombs in the outfield, and it's just a great tradition we're going to keep alive here in Claremont. And there is talk about maybe having one up at junior starting next year, because a lot of boys hit some bombs up there on the 265 fence this year. So first off, our third place, we had a tie, is my understanding. And I don't have the names either. Randy? We have a tie for third.
They took my money.
So why don't those two gentlemen come up when we call you in a second? Randy Plotkin, home run coordinator. Okay, third place, tied from the Giants, Carson Grillo and Caleb Farrell. All right, we got one trophy, so you're gonna keep it his house on Mondays, his house on Tuesday. No, we're gonna get you guys another trophy, okay? Okay, so why don't you guys line up here? Congratulations to you both. All right, in second place, it runs in the family, I heard. Brody Tellish. Good job, Brody. And the winner with 8 in the final round from the Giants, Will Middleton. Good job, guys. All right. Okay, we're gonna shift up to our tournament champions for majors, minors, and JV. The way we're gonna do it is we're gonna call the third place winners first, JV, minors, majors, then second place, JV, minors, majors, etc., etc. All right, so first up, our third place, JV Giants. Can I have manager Mike Porter come up? All right, Mike, so we're going to hand the mic over to you, let you call up each of your players, and we'll start right here.
Okay, first up, Landon Davis. Sawyer Gallegos. Liam Anderson. Samuel Anigan. Dominic Singh. Gael Porter. Logan Rainier. William Westgate. Michael Pena Jr. Arjun Lee. Wiley Anderson. And Salem Tayara. Good job, boys.
Good job, Mike. Good season. All right, our third place. Oh yeah, families for pictures. No, thank you. You're a Giants.
Somebody else want to go down?
All right, I'm going to call up the A's, minors, manager Jim Batts. For third place in the minors division this year. Good job, boy.
All right. First player on the minor A's is Owen Satterlin. Kai Messner. Matthew Wong. Bob Crane. Jason Batts. Nathan Delgado. Luca Anderson. Cameron Mitchell. Connor Joseph. Jackson Bond. Troy Rivera. Patrick Delgado.
And if coaches want to come up for the picture too, come on up. You have to run really fast though. Good. All right, yeah, A's parents, come on up for pictures. All right, while we're doing that, I'll call up Mr. Brad Roa, manager of the Pirates, 3rd place in the Majors Division this year. Come on up.
Are you going back? Can we go back? All right, how about those Pirates? All right, here we go. Lucas Roa. Alexander Hughes. Matthew Middleton. Cooper Longyear. Taylor Capadia. Oliver Gutierrez. Octavio Jimenez. Max Leeper is absent. These are absent. Christian Beltran. Diego Ibarra. Benjamin Roa.
Get your picture, guys. Get your pictures. All right, keep this going. Let's get our 2nd place from the JV division. White Sox manager Bobby Attilion. Bobby's not here. He's probably coaching a softball game. So we got manager-in-chief Jimmy Towner.
Ryan Rhino Carmone. Good job, guys. Good job, Marco Bolano sitting. Marco. Austin Fleming. Big Rome Munoz. Towner. Colby Meck. Little Rome. Axel Mighty Gomez. Owen Fleming. Ingo. Jacob Earl. Ty Anthony.
The White Sox coaches, if you want to come up for the picture too, you're more than welcome. Keep it moving. Let's get our second place winners from the minors division. Manager Mike Giles, the Cardinals.
First and foremost, congratulations to the Pirates. You're a well-coached, formal opponent. Cardinals, come up here, grab a trophy, and shake your coach's hand, please. First up, Christian Casas. Second up, Ruben Valdez.
All right. Good job, guys. Right.
Shane Blackshirt. Joseph Luvano. Isaiah Seawright. Aries the Big Bat Armstead. Michael Giles. Emerson Morey. Dalen Turrentine. Jackson Garcia. Paul Cope. Last but not least, Alexander Wyatt.
All right, you guys can get your picture. All right. Next up, second place for the majors. Manager Sean Tellish.
Oh, thank you. My purse.
So real quick, something I've been doing the last few years, if I get everyone's attention, kids, when we have a manager who's been with our program for a long time, a few different kids, when they leave College Park, I just like to give them a special thanks, a thank you. I know you've been here with 2 boys, some nephews, and you give a lot of time and years here, Sean, so I just want to recognize you for all the years at College Park. Hopefully we'll see you up at Griffith, and thanks for all the years.
Thank you, Andrew. I'm very appreciative of that, and I just want to say you've done a great job over the years, and likewise. So good job, and thanks for everything you've done for Carmel Little League. All right, here we go, White Sox. All right, starting off is Reed Miller. Come on up. All right, Ben Medansky, come on up. Luke LeVay. Brody Tellish. Will Stradley. Milo Pucci. Brandon Garcia. Henry Wire. Nico Meyer. Evan Blackshear. Ryder Upshaw. And of course my leadoff hitter, Luke Porras.
right, thank you.
Hey, White Sox coaches, you want to come up for the picture? Hustle up.
We need 2 more people out there.
All right, we're going to keep this going. We're going to move into our first place tournament champions this year. We got our JV Mets led by Manager Ed Escobar.
Bill! Kyle! Oh, you have more? Yeah, you should get in too.
We got like, too busy.
Wow. Got lots. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Lucas Moreno, Christian Vasquez, Timothy McCall,
Wait, parents are doing it, so everybody stay.
Connor Rossett, Toby Hughes, Carter McGinnis, William Scobie, Tanner Hudson, Lorenzo Arredondo, John Durant, Valerie Chavera, Jacob Esquivel.
Coaches, you can go get your pictures with your team. All right. All right. So this year's Minors Division champion, led by Manager Marcos Mendez. Come on up. And real quick, I'm going to embarrass the heck out of this guy. For all of you who've seen it on Facebook, the Courier's website, this is the father of the famous girl who sings the national anthem at our opening day. All right. So thank you for your daughter.
All right, first of all, thank you to all the Minors Division teams. Thanks for making it a fun, enjoyable season. First up, Musa Qureshi. Next up, Mason Lewis. Egan Little. Eli Flores. Aiden Zacharias. Dylan Inchausti. Lawrence Park. Christian Hochshalter. Sean Parrish. Joaquin Mendez. Andre Zambrano. And last but not least, Andrew Previch.
All right, Pirates parents, come out and get your pictures. All right. Now it's time for our Majors Division champion, Manager Brian Dorman. Come on up.
All right, first up, Theo Krebs. Late Velasquez.
Daniel Rascon. Carson Grillo. Will Middleton. George Shea. Caleb Farrell. Dane Dorman.
That's my boy, Barry. What if they need this class?
Brandon Walker. Luca Garcia.
The little dude needs to be below your chin.
Brady Bickham.
Down below, I need 5 down below. Who's going to be down below?
And Jake Bickham.
Jenny, where'd you go? Okay. Hey, one thing I want to let everyone know. So this year we have something special in Claremont Little League, or in all of District 20. It's called the Tournament of Champions. They started it. They do it in a lot of other districts. So basically, the Giants won the tournament, so they're going to participate in a tournament with Laverne, San Dimas, the two Glendoras, Pomona, of all their majors division champions. It's a single elimination tournament. It's going to start next weekend. We'll have the information on the website. But we are hosting the championship game of that tournament on June 14th here at College Park at 6 p.m. It's a Friday night. So Claremont's in it or not, plan on that night. It's after the last day of school and see what it's all about. It's the first District 20 TOC. Okay, so I'm just gonna start closing some speech out, and then we'll do our All-Stars in a little while. I just want to list a few things we've accomplished this season. Again, our numbers are just flying off the charts. We can't keep everyone at College Park. We're working on that. T-ball and JV, 8 teams. Juniors, we had 4 teams. 52 teenage junior high boys. The biggest probably juniors division in this area. Our Challenger division, keep it going. We'll keep that going strong. 60th anniversary celebration was a great day. Thank you. With Lance Little, who played Little League here many years ago. And our thank of Hendricks Pharmacy, and of course our famous national anthem speaker. Our fundraising continues to grow. We've raised all-time high money. We've developed a coaching coordinator that's going to become an executive member of our board, developing our coaches more. I just want to thank all the volunteers helping out, coaches, managers, team parents, and spouses of coaches and board members. A special thanks to all the spouses of the volunteers. I want to thank D20, Amy Weiler, thank you for representing. Thank you for all you guys do at District 20. I definitely use D20, and Jenny, you should too when you're president. The great source of advice. We're getting more and more families to help out, and we thank you. Right now I do want to thank our board, but before we get to that, I want to call basically our one lone departing board member this year, Mr. David Garcia, if you could come up. Dave's going to be leaving the board this year, along with myself. He's served on the board for about 3 years as our field maintenance rep. I've known David a long time, going back to our younger days. Good friend, good person, great coach, great father, great husband. But really what he's done is he's turned our field maintenance program around, and by doing that, what he has done is put it back on all of you. and all the coaches. And that's good. That sounds kind of weird, but he's provided PowerPoint presentations, web resources, how to prep the field, how to drive a tractor, how to order materials, because that's what we need. We can't just have one guy doing all the fields, fixing everything in the stands. And David's given his heart and soul to the league, fixed all those broken fences, signs, and just everything for the league. So you're going to be sorely missed. We'll try to find someone to replace you. And on behalf of everyone at Claremont Little League, thanks for all your years, Dave. All right. So I just want to thank our board members and recognize the executive board that's here. Oliver Weiler, Angie Zacharias, Eric Martinez, wave your hat, wave your hand, Heather Stradley, Paul Miller, Randy Plotkin, Jeff Blacksher, and of course, Jenny Ballesteros, who's our equipment manager, but is also our president-elect. And I just want to give Jenny a special thanks. Some of you may know, some of you may not care. I got a new job promotion at the beginning of the season, and it really made me have to transition this presidential job over a lot more. I spent a lot less time here at College Park. A lot of you told me that yesterday, you recognize that. It wasn't intentional. But Jenny was here a lot. She was forced to transition a lot quicker than, and she did a great job. And you're in good hands. She's gonna lead this league strong for many more years. And so thank you. And so here's a little send-off thank you, Jenny. I know this isn't even enough, but thank you, good luck, and you're gonna do great. All right, and then lastly, we have some extensions of the board I just want to thank real quick. Our division reps, Kevin Cassidy, Chris Galongo, Tim O'Keefe, Jim Batts, Brad Roa, and Jeremy Moore. And then Dennis Ho does all our website updates. Our email blasts to get out there. Come on, hold your hat. Put your hat up, Dennis. Come on, can't do it without you. And Charlie Gale, our CYSC representative. And of course, our coaching coordinator, Tony Spinrad.
Okay, now this is our turn. Andrew, you have done a fantastic job being the president. I know you've done some stuff, or you've talked about some of your accomplishments, but I tell you, you missed a few. But you also said that this was other people, but a lot of it was you, because you pushed it forward. So let me go through some of that list. Challenger Division, first Challenger Division in Claremont Little League ever. And third year in a row, but that's all you. So thank you for that. To give special needs kids a place to play baseball. That's awesome. Field 3 scoreboard. That was something that you had coordinated, through donations. That was awesome. An outfield fence for Griffith. I don't know if anybody has remembered, but the home run was like over the sidewalk. That was weird. Thank you for getting us a fence. That was awesome. You secured Western Region gameplay. That was awesome there too. 60th anniversary opening day. That was a lot of you, and we really thank you for that. But one of the things that a lot of things that we really want to thank you for is the fact that you put so much time into this. So first off, 3 years as president, right? Well, there's also 2 years as treasurer, and then a couple years as division rep, and then Sheila, you were involved too, right before he was. So the Mowbrays gave, I'm guessing, at least 10 years, probably more. That's awesome. I can't thank you guys enough. That's awesome. So, Drew, Carson, and Alexa, thank you for allowing us to borrow your dad. Yeah, it is. I can't even imagine how much time you had spent at College Park saying, "Dad, can we go home now?" Yeah, I see that. That's cool. So, just to give you an idea of what a president does, there's a lot of time involved. There's a lot of phone calls, a lot of meetings with the cities, a lot of time in College Park, a lot of time at Griffith Park. It's the amount of time that's necessary is overwhelming. And Jenny, prepare yourself. it's going to be hard, but it's as you can probably imagine, it's very rewarding. So we wanted to thank you. First, Sheila, we want to thank you for all the time you have spent supporting your husband. I wanted to give you a special gift. And Andrew, we wanted to give you something special too. We know you like to go to breweries, and we might be the reason why you're drinking, but that's okay. We still love you for it. And one thing we're going to ask is that you share. That's 12 Brotherfills right there from last name. And last but not least, I want to tell you, I know you're not going anywhere, but we're going to miss you.
That was awesome. Wasn't ready for that. Thank you, everyone. Okay, so all right, so I'll try to keep this short. That was a little overwhelming, but I am going to miss this place. I've been a lot reflecting the last few days. But we still got a month left, a lot of stuff, so we'll enjoy the time and embrace it. But I just want to say, as I leave CLL, I thank you all. I thank you much. It's been a pleasure serving as on the board as president, treasurer, and division rep. As Ollie mentioned, I first got involved when my boy was in T-ball, Drew, when he was 5 years old. My wife was asked to be pitcher day coordinator, by then Julie Pedroza. So she got involved first. Both my boys played T-ball through juniors every spring season. They hit home runs. They got trophies. We met a lot of parents. We had pizza parties, Quakes games. People invited us into their houses for just sitting next to them in the stands and getting to know them. This league has grown so much. Ollie's already touched on a lot of it, so I won't repeat that. But the thing, I didn't really set an agenda when I became president, but the biggest thing is I think this board became more transparent than boards before this. I remember when Sheila said she was on the board, part of the board had to leave the room, and then it was just the executive board that met. So I think we have a big open group, and that's important. There's really no secrets out there. And I ask you guys to keep that alive. We debate on issues, we disagree and agree, but the biggest thing about the board of Claremont Little League you won't get with a lot of other boards, youth sports organizations, is everyone gets their job done. No one lags, no one doesn't take care of what they're supposed to do. And that's unique. One of the hardest parts of this job is dealing with the city. And it's not, I'm not saying that right. It's a challenge of the job, but I love it. I love working with the city, the neighbors, the Chamber of Commerce, the Rotary Clubs, all our sponsors, and I'm really gonna miss that part. I want us to keep the relationship alive with Bill Walkenbach and CMS College and Claremont High School with Charlie Reynoso and Jeff Williams. That's a good thing we got going. And with this TOC tournament, we'll have a really good time too. Something new to Claremont. My last thanks is to my wife, Sheila, the first board member of the CLL family for the Mowbrays. Your support, your biting of the tongue, those nights where I had to take this call or had to answer this text, you were there for CLL. We had some deals for me to be president, and I didn't always hold those true. But sometimes the league won, but in the end, I couldn't have poured more into CLL without the support of my family. So thanks, babe. In closing, there was something on my heart that I had to share. I lost my dad in July. For those who don't know, my dad was a great leader of this community. And he left a legacy in Claremont that is reminded every day to me by people. But my dad supported my brother and I when we played Claremont Little League. It was the only time my dad ever coached at Claremont Youth Sports. It was my JV team. We were called the Wolves. If you play Claremont Little League, you understand what that means. The memory related to CLL, my dad, is though on field 3, because he had a lot to do with the securing of that field 3 scoreboard. So it's pretty awesome that my kids and me, my family, can always go to field 3 and see that scoreboard and know that the legacy's alive here and that we're a part of this league for many years to come. So just with that, I hope I impacted Claremont Little League just 5% of what my dad did for this whole community. And I'm going to miss every one of you. And again, thank you for letting me be the president of this great league. All right, so we're going to turn it over. We're going to announce our all-stars for the 7s, 8s, 9s, 10s, 11s, and 12s. So the most teams we've had in Claremont Little League All-Star history, maybe? History, Amy? Yeah? Yeah. So it's going to be interesting. So there's going to be a lot of games for you to go to, a lot of teams to support. We're going to need help. We're hosting the 12s District 20 tournament. We're also hosting the 10s section tournament. So if you're around the summer, you got some free time, we could use some people, so get a hold of us. There'll be information going out on email blast and the website. All right? So I'm going to call up the managers of each team one at a time, and then I'm going to announce the all-stars. And so first up, I'm going to call the 7s U manager, Armando Arredondo, sorry. So when there's only like 4 teams, I had all the managers in my head. Now there's like 7, so. No. So the way it's going to work, I'm going to call the player up, walk over here, get your medal, and then come over here, get your hat, and shake your manager's hand. And then you go back to the pen. All right, first up, Matias Arredondo. Matias, come over here, bud. Steven Sansuri. Okay, that's it. Yeah, Jenny, right? Jenny, you give me that hat? Yeah. Okay. Did Steven come up, or is he not here? Okay, Steven's not here. Dominic Skates. Caden Muratella. No. Atticus Labano. Ephraim Carell. Elias Barraza.
You were ready for it, huh, buddy? Big. Fix it.
Hanu Muhammad. Justin Rodriguez. Dominic Dudulo. Caden Spinrad. I know. Caden Montgomery. Okay, that's it. That's our 7-year-old team. The first year doing this, so that's probably why a lot of people are in attendance. This year doing a 7U machine pitch team.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
All right, we're gonna have our AIDS coach come up, Ed Esquivel. That's what I do. So this is what I read it, go down. Benjamin Palmer. Samuel Anigan. Jai Martin. John Durant.
Yeah!
Not here. Will Hashoka. Not here. Not here. Jacob Esquivel. It's all right. Avon Martinez. Quinn Martinez. Andrew Ballesteros. Charles Giles. Christian Vasquez. David Cerna. Not here. And last, Harlem Turrentine. All right, you guys can take your picture with your team coach.
Two rows. Yeah, I need some in the front.
Okay, right now I'll have 9-year-old manager come up, Manny Quintero.
Somebody else, maybe.
Hold on, bottom.
Great, all right. I will get out of the way as soon as I take this.
Everybody just stay at the middle camera.
Right here.
So,
Stay there, boys. Stay there. Smile. Congratulations. Stay there. Yeah, boys.
Right here, guys.
Keep smiling. Stay there.
Good job, boys.
Start.
All right, time for our 9U team. First off, Stefan Porter. Logan Towner. Shane Blackshirt. Right here, bud. Oh, Mason Quintero. Paul Coach. Isaiah Seawright. Max Garcia. Patrick Delgado. Joseph Lovano. Ryan McAllister. Benjamin Gonzalez. Sawyer Gallegos. Connor Patlagar. And last, Stetson Green. All right, you guys can get a picture. If parents want to come up, take a picture. All right, well, let's have our 10-year-old manager, Brian Dorman, come up.
There you go. Okay. Ready? Put your other hat kind of down. Yeah. Put your hat on. Good. So your medals are on. And then I'm going to move out of the way. Good.
Smile.
Stay there. Don't go. Stay there. Don't look at me. Stay there.
Let's see that all-star smile. There you go.
Stay there.
All right, here's our 10U team. First up, Lucas Roa. Next up, Caleb Elias. Michael Giles. Brady Bickham. Damian Randon. Aiden Zacharias. Elijah Flores. Christian Casas. Dane Dorman. Brandon Walker. Taylor Capadia. Dalen Turrentine. And last, Joaquin Mendez. All right, I'll have our 11s manager come up, Mr. Ray Stradler. And 10-year-old parents should come up and take a picture. Or 2 or 3.
Hey, take the sticker off already, so that's not in style this year. Okay? I was like, good luck. Just kidding. Like, and then make this an even line, so move up to them. Move up a little bit. You don't have to be against the wall. No, Dalen, you're still there. Lucas, everyone step forward so you're even with me. There you go, so you're right behind the guy.
I will move. Ready, everybody? You guys all got the right hats on? Everybody?
All right, first up for our 11U team,
Okay, I'm moving.
Hayden Vanderhoof. Next up, Trenton Dunphy. Next up, Will Stradley. Next up, Cole Cadillo. Next up, Isaac Carlos. Next up, Max Leeper. Next up, Reed Miller. Next up, Joshua Bahinsky. Next up, Cooper Longear. Next up, Nicholas Ramos. Next up, Luke Labe. Next up, Lance Peterson. Next up, Aaron Banfield. And last, Dean Holton.
I'm taller than you.
All right, 12-year-old manager Nicholas, please come up. Yeah, parents for the 11s, go ahead and take pictures. So as we mentioned before, our 12s will be hosting their tournament here at College Park. That'll be starting in late June, but we're gonna have some field work days. Stay tuned for some information on the website and email blasts. But we definitely need some help. Probably need some help in the snack bar as well on those nights, so we definitely need a whole community effort.
Hey guys, listen up.
First up for the 12s, Brody Tellish. Next up, Nico Meyer. Next up, Luke Porras. Next up, Thomas Plotkin. Next up, Carson Garillo. Next up, Jackson Anigan. Next up, Benjamin Roa. Next is Ramsey Farah. Ryan Elias. Wyatt Green. Brandon Garcia. Cole Burdette. Andrew Vargas. And last, Will Middleton. All right, 12's parents, come out and take a picture. That concludes this year's closing ceremonies and our 60th anniversary. Again, thank you all. Have a good summer. A lot of stuff going on the next few weeks. And all board members, you're asked to come up for a picture and enjoy your summer. Thank you, everyone. Board members, you're asked to come up to the front. Extended board. Tim O'Keefe, you come up for a picture. Come on. Tony Spenrad, come on for a picture. Roa, where's Brad Roa? He's already up here.
Hey,
One more. Alright guys, hey. Right here. There you go, boys.
All-star managers and parents, you'll be getting an email from Heather Stradley tomorrow with all the information. All-star managers.
This is our year, guys. Listen up, this is our year. We got home advantage, alright? This is our house. Need help?
Jai Martin, can you go to center field, field 1? Jai Martin. Any board members? David Garcia, we need you up here real quick.
You all look so excited. We're doing that. Andrew, lay down across the front.
Andrew, lay down. You need to be in the picture. We're not taking a picture.
Julia, come on.
Come on, Jacob. Great. Good job, Jacob. Thank you.